Hello, everybody. Welcome to the World Monologue Games Global Finals. You are watching the youth category here at the Globals. We are very near the end of the season. This is the second to last show that we have here at World Monologue Games. After the youth show in a couple of hours from now, we have our main professional category. So, my name's Pete Malicki. I'm the creator of the games and your host, and I'll just say a few words about the event and then I'll hand over to our actors. So we had over 300 performers in the regional finals this year. We ran shows all around the world. Well, you know, with actors from all around the world. They were all run from here in Sydney, Australia. We did 21 live stream shows in 6 categories. What you're about to see are the best performers, the best teen performers from around the world. We did 4 shows in youth in the regional finals. These are the top 15. Now, you may see the same script more than once at World Monologue Games because we allow the actors to select whatever they want. There is some pretty hectic content sometimes, so if you're sensitive to anything, any particular subject area or language or anything like that, it may very well be here at the game, so please be warned. You get to vote as our viewers and help select who is the global champion and who lands on the podium, the bronze, silver and gold for World Monologue Games 2022. I'll come back on at the end of the show and open up the voting and explain a little bit more about how that works. If you want to support us and show us a little bit of love, just hit the like button or subscribe to this channel. Leave a chat message if you're watching live or a comment if you're watching later, if YouTube doesn't auto-disable them, as it sometimes does because we have teen performers here. That's a really great way, just leaving a chat message or a comment's a really great way of supporting the young performers. Okay, that's probably about it from me. So I might shut up and disappear and hand over to our youth performers. So everybody, I hope you enjoy World Monologue Games 2022 Global Finals Youth.
Sorry, is that chocolate? No. No, it's just, I hate chocolate. Yeah. No. I have not tried it. I have not, and I will not ever try chocolate. No, not even if you pay me $5 or $10. 15, getting closer. 20, now that's a deal. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, fine. I'll eat your chocolate bar for $20. Thanks. Sorry. How could you do this to me? You do know I absolutely hate chocolate, right? Here goes nothing. What flavors? Sorry. Just grab that. Really bad. What flavors? Where's my 20? Thank you. Oh, okay, bye. No, it's fine. I'll keep it. No, really. I'll just throw it away or something. Okay. It's really tangy. Oh, okay. Bye. Too easy.
Okay, so I was on Insta, right, and saw Pete McIntyre's name online. I don't know what possessed me, but I just got brave and wrote, hi. Yeah, I know, I couldn't believe I did either. Anyways, he replies back straight away almost. Hi Jeannie, how are you? But just the letters are you. Okay, pay attention to that because it's important later in the story. Anyways, I reply, great, but with numbers instead of letters. So like, grr, and then the number 8. I thought it sounded cooler. And he just used are you. Are we keeping up? Yes, good, okay. Because then he said we should totally catch up and watch a movie or something. Yeah, he actually did. I couldn't believe the words that popped up on my screen. Pete McIntyre asking me to hang out and watch a movie in a dark cinema where he could want to kiss me or something. Anyways, it gets really complicated because then he said, I can ask Steven and you can ask Stace. Ooh. Double date. Hard to get a pash without besties in tow. But I was thinking, at least I'll be on a date with Pete. But then I thought, does he mean a double date of him and I and Steven and Stacey? Or a double date of Steven and I and him and Stacey? Does he like Stacey? He's never met Stacey. But then why would he call her Stace if they've never even met? Stace is a nickname, and you only give nicknames to people that you like or know. If you're friends, or more than friends. But anyways, then it gets really, really complicated because I just said, sure, I'll ask her. I know, I showed so much restraint when I just felt like screaming, are you cheating on me with my best friend? But I didn't. I just said, sure. And anyway, he replies, thanks, Jeannie, I love you. What's the actual I love you? Exclamation point. Spelled I-L-O-V-E-U. Not just L-U-V. That means something. And this relates to the are you reference from before. Because if he is the sort of guy that uses letter abbreviations in his texting like are you, why would he spell out the word love if he doesn't actually love me? Like, for real. I don't know what to think. I'm so confused.
I'd put Azaria down in the tent to sleep and returned to the barbecue area when Michael and the others who were with us heard the baby cry out. I went to check on her, and that's when I saw a dog, a dingo, coming out of the tent with something in its mouth, and I yelled, "The dingo's got my baby." It's a statement of fact, and it's very clear. I know it's considered too clear. Apparently it would have been more believable if I'd choked, hysterical, "In a tent! Get out!" They would have liked that. "Get away from her! Get away! You get away from my baby!" Or maybe just a blood-curdling scream and instant tears. But that's not what I do, and that's not going to help. I didn't get emotional or hysterical because I was thinking there might still be a chance. So I give the news as clearly and precisely as I can. The dingo's got my baby, so that they don't have to waste time with the what is it, what's happened, what's wrong, because I screwed it all up is what's happened. Because she's gone and you can't unlose her, and you can't for a minute indulge your feelings, so you yell, "The dingo's got my baby." And that's where it all begins. But others said that a dingo couldn't carry a 10-pound animal, that there had to be another explanation, a darker explanation, one that involved nail scissors, and a woman who could decapitate her own child with nail scissors, and a mother who had given birth and dressed her in a lemon-trimmed matinee jacket and then hacked off her head with nail scissors. With nail scissors. Do you know how small nail scissors are? I'm not supposed to focus on the nail scissors. I'm supposed to be horrified by the idea of blood and skin and mess, supposed to cry a little and grimace a lot at the thought of decapitation. I'm a silly man. I didn't even use nail scissors. I used nail clippers. Oh, well, the ones they found later fell in half when they went to test them, and there was no blood on them. but the papers were so keen on describing exactly what would happen if I cut my baby's throat with nail scissors.
Kom binne. Henny, jou loser, wat maak jy hier? Ek geweet jy gaan oorkom nie. Moenie so nervous wees nie. My ma's gym toe. Ek weet is weird. Ou tannies van gym is weird. Imagine jy is stokoud. Jy weet soos 40 en jy gym. Ek gril my mos dood. Henny, hou op om daar te staan. Kom sit. Relax, Henny. Kan nie aan jou hand vat nie. Behalwe as jy wil. Grappie. So, vertel nou. Hoe was gimnastiek? Is jy reg vir die ISOS? Hoe is jy gebrug? Is jy okay na Saterdag se val? Ek's jammer. Ek praat te veel. Ek praat deesdae hopeloos te veel. Ma sê as ek nie ophou praat nie, gaan sy my na iemand toe stuur. Jy weet, soos 'n kopdokter of iets. Sy sê ek moet ophou want sy en pa raak bekommerd. Dis al amper 'n jaar nie. Sy sê hy is nie meer hier nie. Sy sê hy is net in my kop. Sy praat chol, man. Ek was daar. Jy was daar. Ek het gesien hoe jy die balk misgryp. Ek het gesien hoe jy so 'n hoopie wasgoed op die vloer lê. Ek het gesien hoe jou nek skeef draai en jou gewrig hop soos 'n tennisbal. Die vet oom in die wit jas het jy toegegooi met 'n kombers want jy was koud. Die volgende dag was jy weer hier. Terug by die skool. Is! Ek wil nie ophou met jou te praat nie, want ek is bang. Ek is bang jy klim uit my kop uit en ek sien jou nooit weer nie. Ek is so lief vir jou, Henny. Hoor jy? Ek is vrek lief vir jou.
You want to know my name? What's in a name? It's what's given to you at birth or even before you're born. But the funny thing is that no one remembers it when they first meet you, let alone you. So I decided to change it. You want to know me, know my name? How much time have you got? Because I've got nothing to prove. It's best to stay alone. Anonymous, unidentified. To belong to no one. For the first 10 years of my life, I guess you wonder how old I am. I look 18, don't I? I was led to believe that I was somewhat wanted, somewhat loved, somewhat home. But how can you be home when the door's locked from the outside? Latchkey kids, they call us. All I remember from those days are the taillights of my mom's car driving away night after night. And you chase after her, wailing and begging her to stay night after night after night. So you end up leaving the door open. Because what's the difference? I remember hours passing as I held my baby brother to sleep, only to wake with her singing from the kitchen downstairs like she never left. But she's wearing the exact same clothes that she went off in. And her hot breath hits your face, and the smell of cheap perfume fills the air. To cover up the booze and cigarettes. It's what you want me to say. But no, it's from hard work and sacrifice. Thing is, Sergeant, no matter how much a parent sacrifices, nothing makes up for the neglect. Or the guilt that they make you feel when you get older. You see, I know my mother did the best she could as my father left before I was even born. But after a while, it becomes a noose around your neck, and the fastest release is to jump. So I jumped, and here I am. You want to know my name? Your daughter.
My friend died yesterday. She tied one end of the rope on a hook hanging from a bedroom closet, and the other end around her neck. Then she kicked the chair out from under her. And then she died. We've been having counselors talk to us all day. They keep asking me how I feel. How I feel. What an idiotic question. I feel so angry at her for being so stupid. And I feel guilty. This is all my fault. I called her a fat chick, and everyone laughed. She killed herself the next day. I don't think that I'll ever forgive myself. I don't think that I ever should. My friend died yesterday. Her name was Sarah.
Don't be at the toys, Zed. Why wouldn't you want to be a rag doll? Little girls adore you. You'd be their favorite toy. What would those toys say now about my perfect life? All I do all day is sit here on this shelf collecting dust. It's been a long time since I've been to a tea party. It's been a long time since I've left this spot. I used to be Sally's favorite toy. I still remember the first day I came home from Eden's department store. I was wrapped in beautiful golden paper with a big green bow. Oh, Mommy, oh, Daddy, I love her. I'm going to play with her forever and ever and ever and love her forever and ever and ever. Where are you now, Sally? Is you off with your collection of Barbie dolls, or are you watching the telly? She doesn't even realize how hard it is for me to watch her play with the other toys. I'm not alone, though. There are numerous Care Bears stuffed in her closet, and her Cabbage Patch Kids collection is over there. I mean, I have a shelf. Oh, please don't get me wrong. When I first arrived at this nursery, everything was wonderful. Best month of my life. Sally would play with me every day. We would have tea parties and read stories. I even got to go to show and tell with her once, and she would tell me things and I would not tell the other toys. But that cold November day, Daddy brought home our first ever Barbie doll. Life together was over. I never even got a name. Yeah, everyone else had a name, but I was her, or Dolly. Why didn't I get a name? Naming a doll isn't the hardest thing to do in the world. It takes a few seconds of thought, yet. Is this my destiny? I don't want to stay here on this shelf collecting dust. I want to play, be loved by a person. Not here. I don't have a choice. Do I?
Most of the time I do feel kind of stupid. Kind of worthless. Kind of useless. I don't mean anything to anybody, really. I've never done well in school. I always wanted to do well in school. I always tried, but I gave up after a while because when you try so hard for something and you keep getting the same result, what's the point to try anymore? It's time to give up. That's why I'm here. I don't want to be here. Does anybody look like they want to be here? Summer school. Nobody cares about fucking summer school. Just want to go home. Just want to go home. And I wish I put more thought into what I did. I wish I cared as much, but it's hard to care. Everybody looks at you like you're stupid. It's hard to care at all, really. Oh, do I just think I'm dumb? They think I'm a failure. That one fateful day that I can prove them wrong. That's what makes me want to come here. That's what's keeping me going. To show them that I can. And I can go to college. And I can be the person that I want to be, not what they want me to be. Yeah. That's really it. Why are you here?
That was horrendous, but who cares? I'm really bored. Does anyone do something else? I mean, we could tell campfire stories. We are sat right in front of a campfire after all. I might know a couple from when I used to do scouts. Okay, so this one is called The Hitchhiker. Okay, so this couple was driving along a mountain range, and there's a woman at the side of the road in about her early 20s. The couple have never picked up a hitchhiker before, but it's cold, it's wet, it's raining, so they decide to be nice. They pull over, let her in the car, and try to engage her in conversation, but she doesn't reply. Anyway, they get to the bottom of the mountain range where she wants to be taken, and there's this house at the bottom. The couple get out the car, they go to open the door for her, but she's vanished. She's nowhere to be seen. The couple decide to go and knock on the door of the house, and this grandma comes out. She asks what they're doing there, and they say, "Oh, this woman wants to be taken here. We gave her a lift in our car." And the grandma replies, "Oh yeah, that was my daughter. She was murdered up on this mountain range many years ago. And people keep saying they see her." And that mountain range is where we are today. And you can still see her every now and again in the dark. Come on, guys. It's only a story.
Did you even notice? As she slowly replaced the children of your first marriage with her own. I wonder if you ever took a moment to reflect on all the times where you stood and watched as she laid her hands on me again and again and again. Did you even listen when I would cry to you about the way we were being treated? I was heaven and helpless and you did nothing. Was 9-year-old me running away in the middle of the night not enough for you to realize the monster you had let into our family? I wonder when it became acceptable in your own twisted mind to hold us at arm's length. Close enough that we would fight for your attention, but far enough away that we felt forgotten. I wonder if this helped you justify it for yourself when you two began to take part in her cruel antics. Us children stood helpless against the court. After all, who would believe a child's word when you were so careful to never leave a physical mark? Looking back, I realized how stupid I was. To keep fighting for your love, and whatever love you may have felt for me was kept trapped in a cage. The key held by the same woman who stole you from us. Every now and then, memories of our life before she can break through. And for a moment, I forget what you have done and who you are now. It was memories like these that allowed me to forgive you repeatedly when I was younger. But I know better now.
Alright, tomorrow's my first day, my brand new middle school, and I am totally freaking out. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I remember back in my old school, I always see the other girls saying things like, oh my god, the only thing she knows how to do is read and write. Which is why I'm going to be taking this brand new change in schools as an opportunity to reinvent myself. So that the other kids won't say things like that. But the thing is, every single time I've tried to do that before in my life, I failed. Terribly. No one would talk to me because I was the nerd. But personally, I don't think I even fit that stereotype. Because according to Google, a nerd is a foolish or contemptible person who lacks social skills. Or is boringly studious. Listen, I get that I may be boringly studious without the boring, but I can socialize. Well, at least I try to. Okay, that's alright. We're all for first impressions, am I right? Maybe I can be one of those popular girls who's good at absolutely everything. Or maybe I can be one of those super extroverted kids who's the best at socializing in the entire grade. Or maybe I can be one of those musical kids who knows how to play like 10 instruments and admired by everybody. No, scratch all of those. I can't even play one instrument, and 10 of them? That's out of the question. Maybe I can be one of those smart kids. I'm smart. Comes to school looking really pretty every single day. But never mind. I can't do that either. It's not like I have the time to get ready like that every morning. I have places to go to. Such as school. I just don't want to be a loner again. You know what? If I keep this up, then I'm probably gonna be one of those really stressed kids who doesn't even know themselves properly. I'll just be myself, try to be a bit less anxious, and I'll be fine. So if you don't mind, I have a new school to prepare for.
I do wish the postman would hurry up and bring the letter containing the exam results. But it isn't even 8 o'clock yet. I must win the scholarship. I so want to go to Grangewood. how it taught me it without a Latin or Greek. To play hockey on the most famous pitch. To make friends with all those jolly girls. Have midnight feasts. And get into fearful scrapes, just like they do in the books. I should miss Mother, Jake, Douglas, Daniel, and Duncan, of course, and all my chums at elementary school. But I must win the scholarship for the sake of others as well as for myself. For if I, first scholarship people at Grangewood, make the success of the scheme, Grangewood would open its doors to other elementary school pupils as poor as myself. Mother! Mother! I'm through. I've got the scholarship. I can go to Grangewood. I hope I can make a success of it.
Can I go now? To be or not to be, that is the question. And you don't seem to give a damn whether or not I live or die. Because you know that I'll be fine. You know that I'll get through it. You just know that about me. But what you don't know is what it takes to be me. You see, it's not just this society, this family that puts on the pressures. No. No, it's this internal fucking monster. Then it tears away at you. Continuously, and it reminds you how absolutely fucking useless you are every single day. Until you start to believe it. You start to realise that no one hears you scream. No one at all. Not even when you're standing right in front of them. So when the tears come flooding, come galloping down your face, they might get wiped away maybe once, maybe twice. Never fully diagnosed. So what's the point? You may as well just take control, because in the control you have power. And when you have power, you have a future. When you have a future, you can step on every single person that gets in your way. So the next time that you look at me, myself, and I dare you. Just look a little bit closer, because you may just see your own reflection, Dad. Can I go now?
Hi! Hello. I'm Mia. It stopped raining. I'm really no good at speech making. Normally I run away or throw up or sometimes even get sick. But you really didn't need to know that. But I'm not afraid anymore. See, my father helped me. Earlier this evening, I had every intention of giving up my claim to the throne. And my mother helped me by telling me it was okay and supporting me like she has for my entire life. But then I wondered, How would I feel after abdicating my role of Princess of Genovia? Would I feel sad? Or would I feel relieved? And then I realized how many stupid times a day I use the word I. And all I, ever do is think about myself. And how lame is that when there's like 7 billion other people on the planet? Sorry, I'm going too fast. But then I thought, if I cared about the 7 billion out there, instead of just me, that would be a much better use of my time. See, if I were Princess of Genovia, then my thoughts and the thoughts of people smarter than me would be much better heard. And maybe, just maybe, those thoughts would be turned into actions. So this morning, when I woke up, I was Mia Thermopolis. But now I choose to forevermore be Amelia Millionette Thermopolis Rinaldi, Princess of Genovia.
It was the shadow of the boy I saw first. His arms hanging over his head, the silhouette of his feet aimed up. Then I entered the room and saw his dead eyes, open, as if staring unseeingly down at the pool of blood that drained from his body. I looked around the room and made mental notes of where everything was. I crossed over to him to cut him down and return his body to a more normal relationship with the ground. Just because he died abnormally, did it mean that he had to sustain it in death? As we looked around the shack, it's what we saw that made the others sick. But it was the smell that got to me. It wasn't the usual odor of death you find on scenes like this. That bloody mixture of excrement and sweat, strained out of agonized muscles. No. This was more caustic, like acid. But worst of all, the smell made me afraid. You know, before, scenes like this used to fill me with rage. A determination to catch the bloody bastard that did this and put him away. But this time whatever we're dealing with is more ugly, more terrifying than anything we've ever dealt with. It's so grossly inadequate, but the word to describe it is evil. We're dealing with something inhumane, and that scares the hell out of me.
You're a bitch. I hate the way you style your hair. And the way that you tease me. You look like an idiot majority of the time. And I can't stand when you look at me like that. But what's worse is I hate that I can't get over you. It's been years, and I just can't do it. I can't physically bring myself to stop falling in love with you. The way you make me feel is so childish. It's like a primary school crush. I giggle when you tell me stupid jokes. And I get this feeling in my stomach when you smile at me. The way you kissed me and held my hand that day. Your hands were warm, but rough, and it was oddly comforting. I want to forget you. I really do. But I can only seem to remember everything about you.
Nkosi sikalele Afrika. Hy het hulle gesmeek. My pa het hulle gesoebat om sy kaart te vat, sy beursie, sy horlosie. Alles. En hulle het tot sy lewe. Van stof tot stof en as tot as. My pa het sy lewe verloor in 'n motorkaping. En dit alles net oor sy blinkspoegmotor. Die versekeringsmakelaar het gesê dat hy ekstra versekering moet uitneem. En die kar is heel baar in die treflys. Hy het die radio verseker. Selfs sy sonbrille. Ek het dit alles gesien. Die stupid elektriese hek wou nie oopgaan. Papa moes uitloop om die hek op te maak. En toe skiet hulle hom. En ons oprit. Met die kar en jaag weg. Die Here gee 'n lewe. En die Here neem 'n lewe. Sien mama se kykie.
What you wanna be, float your mind and listen to the beat, rockin' to the levels, you're so fortunate free.
Alrighty, that was the Youth Global Finals. Well done to the performers, amazing stuff. Watching other World Monologue Games shows, the top youth performers are really up there with the adult performers. It's quite amazing. So congratulations, guys. Smashed it. Excellent stuff. Now, some of you may be waiting to figure out how you can vote for your two favorite performers. And I am just now making a change to the description of the video here on YouTube. And you can now see a link to the voting form. If you're watching live, you might need to refresh the page for that link to appear. So just hit the show more button or the little down arrow underneath this video and you can see the description, and there is now a link to a voting form that will be open for 48 hours from the end of this broadcast, and you can pick your two favorite performers. What we do is we tally up the viewer votes and the judges, and we determine who will be our podium winners for the year, which we will announce on Wednesday for all 6 categories here at the World Monologue Games Globals. If you would like to participate in the games or any of our other events, you can. You can register now for World Monologue Games 2023. We take submissions in around April and May each year, so there's a little bit of a while away. We also have a challenges program, which are 9 different activities that are done either on scheduled times or at your own time throughout next year. And we have the World Monologue Film Festival as well. So there's heaps of ways that you can get involved and participate in our stuff. Check it out. The links are in the description below. Now, we have our last show for the year in 1 hour and 15 minutes. It is the main professional category global finals. We'd love to see you there. So tune back into this channel and I'll see you at 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, which is Sydney, Australia time, or catch it later if you can't see it live. All right, guys, that's enough from me. Hope you enjoyed the show. Congrats again to the amazing performers. Phenomenal stuff. See you later.